faded, much more kind of doesn't have the proper color content, doesn't have the vibrancy which you would get if you did not have the IR cut filter. So, playing it here will not make much of a difference because you have to see it really on my screen when you can see it. So when we wanted the IR cut filters, we couldn't get them, then we had to get them from the US. By the time it came, it was a bit late, we had to already start shooting. So we shot first a few scenes without the IR cut filter, and it was hell in DI to try to do color correction on them. It just won't match. So that's something that you should be really So I don't play this here because playing it will not give you. You should come and see it on my screen, and then you can understand what I'm talking about. All right. So oops. I think okay. So final slide, and then I have a bunch of other slides talking about the cameras in detail, which will take a long time. So let me stop here with this slide. So I said that I will talk why shoot digital. As I said, it may be more light in daytime. Lower cost, perhaps, maybe 10%. That's not the reason to go for it. The biggest reason to go for digital is the flexibility. Now, for my film, I was rushing against a big filmmaker. So I had to, get time back. How would I get time back? We actually had an editor on set. And he would assemble scenes as we went along. Okay. So that is precious. Very difficult to do with film because film, till you have got your dailies, you don't know if you've got it right. But here, that day itself, I know. And that's doubly important for me because I was in a situation where, Chittagong was made against all kinds of constraints. One of the constraints was that I was changing location practically every day. Okay, maybe every 2 days. So if I did not know that I've got all the shots that I needed for that location, it's very tough. But that, allowing the assembly to happen in real time, allow me to say, okay, I'm done with this. What for the battle scene? So I shot the battle scene over 4 days. I had him assemble, and we immediately recognized there were holes. There were additional shots that were needed. So it allowed us to, within the shoot, to reorganize the schedule and go back to that place one more day, which I could not have done had I not had this flexibility. Second is, of course, in terms of CG and all, which is there in a lot of films. It's much easier when you're shooting digital. It's much easier to integrate that versus data from film. The third thing that I kind of talked about already is the setup. That you can already bake in a look, so you know while you're shooting what you're going to see at the end. Priceless. That's another important. And the final thing is candid usage. So I have a lot of kids in my movie, and these kids haven't seen camera. They would very often freeze. The way I unfreeze them, especially shots that are taken of them at the top of the hillside, if you remember the movie, cutaways of the shot, those were taken after I have said cut. So I had a agreement with my DP and pretty much everybody, because it's a 6-hour film. So even the sound guys